Daniel Motshwane is the founder of Afrique Rising Trading and has taken it upon himself to train aspiring entrepreneurs to grow oyster mushrooms. He believes this is a good ground to start small businesses in communities.
The oyster actually is quite big globally because they are the second largest grown mushrooms in the world. Yeah, it's only that in our areas like here, you find very few people that are growing oyster mushrooms, and that is why now we are introducing oyster mushrooms as a commodity that is going to impact lives because of the labor intensive part of it. When it comes now to the growing, it entails it needs quite a lot of people.
Having been researched over years, oyster mushrooms are an excellent source of protein and are more popular in India and China. Motshwane says this is where his sights are set as a potential export market. This is why he goes around the country offering the know-how of getting into the industry. He says the first stop is the theoretical knowledge of how to grow the mushrooms.
For one to start this project, really, one can start even from 1,000 rand. That's how low one can start, because you see we do have the ready-to-fruit buckets, for example, where one can buy one maybe for about 150 rand. So in terms of starting the business with oyster mushroom, one can start really from very low and then up to wherever one wants to go. The tools that one needs, first, it is the inputs that are readily available, as we mentioned, that we can use maize stalks, we can use maize cobs, which are things that are actually being thrown away. The other thing that is being used, as you can see maybe on the race, the coconut pit or the coconut quiet. So the people throw away coconut. If you go around town, you see people having coconut, and then we take those, and then with that we can then create a growing medium. So that's the lovely thing about oyster mushrooms, where one is sitting at home and not knowing what they can do. They can come onto our program, and then we capacitate them, to grow these mushrooms.
According to Motshwane, this group will go back home and study the notes. Then will start growing their own mushrooms, first for home consumptions. After that, they will be taught on how to commercialize the projects into viable small businesses.
In terms of communities, what we always ask them to do is to go home, group themselves, work together, form cooperatives, so that they can be able to grow commercially, because we have secured the partners, the funding partners that are coming on board to come and fund the project. And whether a person is an individual mushroom grower or it's a cooperative, we've partnered with different funders that wants to fund the program nationally. So we're looking at creating quite a lot of not only jobs. We don't want really to create jobs, but we want to create entrepreneur or mushroompreneurs, as we normally call them. Yeah.
Diabo Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg.